So here we are, people, in the kitchen, and this is some of the harvest from the allotment. You know, winter might be a time where we can't do much apart from sort of turn over the soil and wait for spring. But there are some vegetables that don't in fact need harvesting until the winter. One such is parsnips. Now, parsnips are supposed to be notoriously hard to grow. They have a very, very long germination period indeed, and you're not supposed to harvest them until the tops completely die off of frost. We actually managed to do that, and look at that. That is about the average size that we've been having. That is a very big parsnip, actually, a very big parsnip. And we're quite pleased with the amount and the size that we've had of them. One of the other vegetables that you shouldn't really touch until the frost has got them is sprouts. Now, sprouts grow on stalks which come straight out of the ground. They have leafy heads, and the sprouts grow under the leaves in tiers, and eventually when the plant matures, the leaves on the tiers drop off, and you have literally a load of little balls growing out of a vertical sort of trunk. It's very strange, with a sort of little leafy head on top. Now these sprouts, we only lost one during the storms, which was not bad. They are a little bit small, however, that just makes them more tender, I think. So I'm probably going to roast these once I've washed them up, cut them, roast them. I'll probably boil or steam those. The other thing that we can harvest now is the leeks. Now, we did very well with our leek harvest during the first year at the allotment, with those that were transplanted from Mornington. Unfortunately, this year we've not done very well with leeks at all, and this is probably one of the best specimens that we have actually been able to sort of dig up this year. It could be the only one that's actually, you know, thick enough to really be a proper leek. And the problem now is that they are beginning to go to seed on our plot. So, you know, we only have a couple left. They're going to seed. They're not really going to grow much larger, so we're harvesting them, and you know, there we are. Again, you probably boil them rather than steam them. Do you know, I was quite surprised that some of the Americans on Facebook have been complaining that they don't like winter veg. I'm quite surprised at that. I hear that Boomer does not like roast parsnip. How can anybody not like roast parsnip? For a start, it's a staple in your Christmas dinner. I don't know. And Michelle should learn to eat her greens, definitely. Sprouts and leeks being one of them. I would FedEx them to her, but I don't think they'd make the journey. And I'm sure that Boomer would prefer I gave some gummy bears, but there we are. Anyway, so that just lets you know that things are progressing at the allotment. It is a bit slow because it's that time of year, and also because the weather is not good. It's been very windy, it's been very wet, and the ground's got a bit waterlogged. However, with this cold weather now, we can probably be assured of dormancy for a bit, and if we're lucky, the ground will freeze, allowing us to do sort of what we need to do down there before we start our planting season.